One of the biggest things that's keeping most of us stuck in our lives, one of the things that we just keep repeating over and over, and we're wondering, why can't I just get through this? Why can't I conquer this? Why do I keep dating the same person? Why do I keep doing the same thing? Why does my life not grow and progress? What is it that's keeping me stuck in my life? It's crazy. Yes, why? Hi, I'm Shay. Welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe. So let's get into this. Let's talk about why. What is keeping us stuck in the same place? We cannot move from this spot. It just seems like we get there and then we pull back, and then we get there and we pull back, and we just never can break through the ceiling. So what is that? What is that happening? And I tell you real honestly, it's our beliefs. It's our beliefs. Maybe you don't understand what that means. It's like whatever your belief in that thing is what's keeping you from not getting it. I'll give you an example. If you believe that only a certain type of person can make money, or that only the rich have all that they want, if your belief is something like all the great men are taken, I always date cheaters, I can never have what they have, I'll try but I'm a loser. Do you see what I'm saying? Your belief is what's keeping you from getting to that next point. Whatever you believe it to be. And sometimes we think we don't have a belief about it. We don't have an idea about it. We don't have a belief about it. But down inside in our subconscious, and I shouldn't say subconscious down, our subconscious is up. It's the higher power. Consciousness is the lower power, but our subconsciousness is our higher power. It is the one that's creating the world. It is the world that we see around us is created by the beliefs that we carry inside in our subconscious. So if we believe that money is the root of all evil, if we believe that all rich people are crooks, if we believe that all the men are taken, or all the women are cheaters, or whatever, if that's what we truly believe, we're going to just keep getting it. Where we are magnets. We are an electrical, magnetic being, and we draw things to us. Exactly how we believe. Exactly how we believe. If we believe that all men are cheaters, we are going to just keep getting cheaters. He might seem great, and we might go, oh my God, he's so different. He's so different. He's so different. He's so wonderful. And then he cheats. Because it has to be what you think it is. It has to. Eventually, it'll all come to it. You know what I'm saying? The universe is just going to give you constantly what you believe. If you believe you're unlucky, you always get unluck. You never win. So you have to change your beliefs. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. Because this is a program that we were conditioned for. We were conditioned by our parents. We were conditioned by our teachers. We were conditioned by our friends and the people around you, our community, who believed that because of who you are, like age, race, skin, sex, whatever, you're always going to be this. You can never succeed. This is the belief. You were not born rich, so you'll never be rich. You're a woman, so you can never do what a man does. You know what I mean? It's just, it's always this deep-seated belief. So I would say, as an exercise, if you kind of want to, like, what is my belief of that? Maybe take out a piece of paper and write what do you believe? And like sit there for a minute. because sometimes it doesn't always come to us. You might superficially, like on the surface, superficially think, oh no, I love money. I love money. I want money to come to me all the time. I want money to flow into my life. I just want all the money in the world. But deep down inside, there is a program being played. There is a program being played in your deep consciousness saying money is the root of all evil. Because you haven't changed the program. You have to change the program. You have to actually start to develop and live out your belief. Stop talking about lack and scarcity all the time and complaining about all the things that you can't buy and afford and all these things because of money, or oh, they only have it because they're rich, or follow their money, follow the crime. And then you sit there going, no, I love money. I love money. I want money to come into my life. I want it to flow. I'm rich and famous. Oh my God, let money flow. And you say your affirmations. You will only get what you are conscious of being. Let me repeat that. You will only get what you are conscious of being. So if you're sitting there going, I want wealth, I want wealth, want wealth, but you're conscious of being poor, you're just going to keep getting it. You're just going to keep getting it. You must change your beliefs, and you must change it to the point of conviction. You must truly, truly believe that you and that everything in your life is possible. That what you want is possible. You have to start to change your beliefs, change your mindset. Change the way you think about things. Stop seeing the problems and everything and start looking at the solutions. You always are talking, we're talking about all the problems that we have, but we're not focusing on all the solutions. We got to think bigger than ourselves. If we want big things, if we want big dreams to happen in our lives, we have to think bigger than ourselves. We have to believe bigger than ourselves. So we need to change the way we believe. If we thought that all men are cheaters or all women are cheaters, we are going to continue to get what we want. So we have to start changing that program. And I don't mean just like, okay, they're not cheaters, I get it, everybody's wonderful. And then you go out to like dinner and you see a guy and a girl and you're like, he's probably cheating on her. You know, you're still making judgment calls in your head. You know, you see a wealthy person, you're still making judgment calls about them. Instead of celebrating them for being rich. Instead of celebrating them for being what they wanted to be. You know, you have to start changing your core beliefs. The only way you can do that is to get to it. Start changing in your mind. Now, the great thing about our mind, that it is also a time machine. Yes, hear me out. Like, our mind is also a time machine. We can go back in the past. We can go back in our past, in our mind, and we can go back and see where we might have got programmed into thinking something. Maybe you can go back in your mind and take a meditation and go back in your mind and find out, when did you first hear that money was the root of all evil? Now, when you go back to these memories, when you go back in this time machine, have no attachment to it, okay? We're not going back to rekindle or bring up some old memories that are sad. If they are sad, detach from the feeling. You want to know, when did this start to happen? When did you get this deep-seated feeling? Maybe you were your father cheated on your mother and you saw that, and yeah, it hurts, but you go back into your memory and you see that and you go and then change the feeling in that moment. in that moment, as you're going back in your mind, as you're going back in your time machine, and you're not getting too attached to the feeling of it, change the feeling, change the belief, rewrite it. That's another crazy thing about our minds, is we can reprogram it. We can reprogram it by going back in our past and changing the feelings. There's a little cartoon, I can't remember, it's a little cartoon, but it's about these feelings, and I don't remember what it was called, but in it, there's the girl, the girl, and then her feelings start to notice that she's down, she's getting depressed, she's getting angry, and they have to go back to her memory and change those feelings inside. And the thing is that we can do the same. We can rewrite that. We can go back to that very moment and rewrite how that outcome came. Even if it's not true, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's true or not true. We could totally go back and say, like, oh, your dad cheated on your mother and you were so sad. But then you can go back and go, oh, we actually had a great life. We had a great life. We were very well taken care of. My dad did care about my mother. He chose a different path, and I feel different about it. Go back in the beliefs. Rewrite that past. Change the way you feel about it. So that's another way that you can maybe go back, change your mind, change your feeling about that event. If your teacher called you dumb, or somebody put you down for the way that you talk or write or whatever, and you've carried that belief with you for so long and you can't get past it, go back in your mind and change the way you feel. Rewrite it all back in. How would you have been, if you've never heard that, if that never happened, how would you have lived your life? And create that story. Create that story to that moment that you are right now. And all the while, make it beautiful. Make it beautiful. Live the story that you wanted to live. Live the story you wanted to live. I mean, the mind is a tricky and very weird thing. We are living in an illusion called life, and it's a beautiful thing, and we're all excited to be here. We don't all have to suffer, and you don't have to suffer. If you are stuck in your life, it is because of your belief. It is your belief about it. It's your belief about money, your belief about relationships, your belief about your job, your belief about your worth, your belief about how people see you. Do you always play victim? Why do you play victim? These are all your beliefs. Change your beliefs. If you felt left out at a moment when you were out with some friends and you felt left out and instead, go back to that night. Go back to that night and see yourself having a great time with them. Rewrite the story where you had a great time and feel different. Feel it in your body, in that meditation. Feel it in your skin. Feel the difference. And then wake up from your meditation as a totally feel different about it. Feel different about it because you rewrote it. Neville Goddard, I don't know if you know Neville, but if you don't know him, please get him. He's amazing. Neville had this thing where at the end of the day, you would rewrite the day. At the end of the day, you would before you go to bed, you would go over the events in your day and you would rewrite them to the way you wanted them. You would rewrite them to where they worked out for you. So if let's just say, like he said, you got a letter in the mail and it was not a good letter and it kind of like carried on your day and you felt bad about this letter. Go back at the end of that night and see that letter different. See it different. If you were, at the end of your day, you were rude to somebody. Let's just say you yell at your kid and you were very rude to them and you felt bad. At the end of your day, see it different. Feel different about it. Rewrite the story in your mind every day. Relive the day the way you wanted it to happen. If your boss got mad at you and said some bad things about you or made you feel a certain way, rewrite that to where you actually did a great job, where you felt great about it. Change the feeling of it. Change your life. If you can change the way you feel about your life, you can change your life. I'm gonna have another one about consciousness. This one's getting long, but I'm gonna have another one about how we're actually living in our consciousness. Stay tuned. So glad you guys are here. I hope you got value out of this. Live a beautiful life. Rewrite your day, rewrite your past, and change your beliefs, and you will change your life. I love you so much. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.